This is the Longshot LR3 2-mile camera system, and you're going to want to check out this video because we get hands-on with it. Gavin here from ultimatereloader.com. A lot of what I do here on the channel is to share shooting results and shooting stories with you all, and I know a lot of you like to do that with your friends as well, whether it be punching paper or shooting steel at long distance. And what we've done in the past is set up cameras at the targets, set up cameras at the firing line, and maybe even have a drone flying at the same time. It gets really complicated, and with the kind of shooting that I like to do, ultra precision shooting, it just is a real inconvenience when it comes to the battery life of these high-end cameras, when it comes to memory cards and memory card errors, walking 100 yards and then 100 yards back to start and stop the cameras. It is a deal breaker. So when I found out about the LR3 2-mile camera system from Longshot, I thought to myself, this could be a game changer for us. With this system, we can charge up the transmitter and the receiver. We can bring a couple rifles up to the range like we did today. We can get set up and start and stop recording on the screen of our iPad. This would also work with an Android phone, Android tablet, or an iPhone. And get the collateral that we need for these stores. Get really awesome photos and video footage of the target to share with our friends, and just basically not have that inconvenience of dealing with a separate camera that's all the way out there. Plus, with this system, we can go out to 2 miles. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get this system out of the box. We're going to take a look at what we have here. So we've got 2 small tripods, and these are going to work for most purposes here. We had one with the receiver on the bench today, for instance, and then you can set up the other one at the target, and that's what these modules correspond to. This is the receiver, does not have a camera on it. This is the transmitter, which does have a camera on it. You can see they're very similar overall. And then we also have the AC adapters that are going to supply DC power for running the units or for charging the batteries. And they do have 9-hour run time. So this is kind of an overnight thing, keep it on the charger, and then, you know, shoot and film all day. Comes with a really nice case with the custom cut case foam. We've even got the Longshot branding on here, which is really cool. And this is a waterproof case. So if you were going to fly to an event with this, or if you're shooting out in the snow like we did today, this is a great way to protect the system and to transport it. So this camera system is aimable, which is really nice. You can get the unit set up at the target. It's going to be 10 to 15 feet away, and then adjust the framing of the target, whether it be a steel target or paper targets, whatever that happens to be. We've got the power on indicator and status indicators for camera connectivity and signal strength. We can flick the unit on, it gives us the battery life. We've got the charging port, and we've got our quarter 20 socket. This is going to work with camera tripod systems. We could even put a quick disconnect plate on here and click it into the tripod. So the receiver unit is very similar, except it doesn't have the camera on it. So this is what you get with the LR3 2-mile camera system. Next, let's go over the detailed specs. So what I'm about to go over, you can read up on the LR3 product page on the Longshot website. First and foremost, there is the 2-mile straight shooter guarantee. So this is going to work to 2 miles, which I really want to try out. There's so much snow here right now. We didn't have the opportunity to do anything long distance, but we will be following up with that. We've also got crisp edge 2866 by 1512 HD imagery corresponding to the camera sensor, all axis camera adjustment, which I showed you, the ability to aim the camera, over obstacle design, the blinker shot indicator, which is a software feature, patented go the distance link technology, and on our 9th generation iPad, we achieved screen recording resolution of 1440 by 1920. We were recording the entire app using the inbuilt screen recording feature. The Longshot app also has a native screen recording feature where you can record what's going on in Longshot, and then you can save that to your camera roll. Depending on your device and your platform, your screen recording resolution will vary, and also the method that you use, whether it be the inbuilt screen recording function or recording the screen of the device itself. So we couldn't wait to put this system to use, and it wasn't long before we had the opportunity. Now it's really snowy here. We had to plow all the way up the Jeep Road to the top to clear our 100-yard range up there. But man, the views and the shooting experience up there, totally worth it. And setting the system up each time you go to shoot is super simple. Initially, you'll turn the transmitter and receivers on. You'll go to your device. We've already installed the Longshot app, which is on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. We go to Wi-Fi and we find the SSID, the network name. We connect to that, launch the Longshot app, and everything is ready to roll. And the first test we did was we threw an Area 419 Maverick on our 6GT rifle, and we used it to monitor our progress for a simple POI shift sight-in activity. Everything worked perfectly. It was super convenient to be able to capture the whole experience in this way, to see the POI shift, to see the correction, boom, on target. Okay, so that was just a real simple test. Earlier today, we took this rifle. This is a 6.5 Creedmoor. We just got some awesome new Berger ammunition, factory ammunition, really, really good stuff with 140 hybrids. And we wanted to take a look at the accuracy, some simple accuracy testing with and without this Banish 30 suppressor from Silencer Central. And so we got everything hooked up. Again, this is the mid-mountain range, which is further down the mountain, but same exact process. We took the transmitter out there, we got the camera 10 to 15 feet from the target, we adjusted our framing, and we had the tablet with us. It's really convenient to do it that way. Walked back to the firing line. We already had our generator turned on, our lights for filming on, and we were able to start screen recording on the iPad each time, start the cameras rolling, shoot our string, and it was so cold we had to put gloves on, get warmed up and all that. Took the suppressor off and then repeated the experiment with the bare muzzle. And in this particular case, the tune of this ammo in this rifle was a bit better without the suppressor. Not the suppressor's fault, just a matter of load development, if you will. And with factory ammunition, we don't really have a lot of choices on that. So in this scenario, we could bring 2, 3, 4 rifles up with multiple loads, multiple scenarios, and just start and stop recording at will. No walking out to the targets. We can set up a whole bunch of pieces of paper. The camera is wide angle enough where you could literally get 8.5 by 11 targets on your target board and have plenty of room to spare, and you could go a little bit further away if needed as well. So again, this is absolutely a game changer, but things get even more fun when you go to shoot steel. There's something about shooting steel that is just so fun. So I have this AR-15, which I built at an influencer event and did custom Cerakote on at Cerakote headquarters when I took the training. We threw some Ultradyne dual aperture sights on there. I've got the Banish 223 on here. This is looking like a fun time. And we also have the new target system from DM Targets with the folding multi-use stand. This thing, the legs fold out. It holds a 2x4. On the top of the 2x4, you've got your topper, and then we hung a gong target. Really great capability to have in this industrial yard down here. You've seen us shoot all kind of steel targets down there. This time of year, we're plowing for snow about once a week. So we can just grab this target system, put it in the shop, and then when we go to shoot, we deploy it. It sets up in just a minute. And this shooting scenario turned out to be a ton of fun. We're about 45 yards from the target. I'm shooting offhand, and I started with a 5-shot group. Let's see how that went. That is really fun. Okay, then I went to 10 shots, and I thought to myself, offhand, I've had a little bit of practice. are the 10 shots going to go into a similar group size compared to the 5 shots? Let's see what happened with 10 shots. Oh, the blowback is in my eyes. Nice. So I want to show you guys the Longshot app. We'll take a quick tour of that, see the live view of the camera, get some adjustments made, and then do a group size calculation. So I've already connected my iPad to the Wi-Fi network that's presented by the camera system so we can launch the Longshot app. We have a splash screen. We're showing that we're connected. That's great. And if we hit this little play button, we're going to connect to the live view. And we have to now go from portrait to landscape. So I'm just going to dismiss this informational pop-up about the group size. Now we see a live view of the shot looking down towards the doors. And you'll see here that if I adjust the camera angle, we can see that update more or less in real time. There's our steel target that we were shooting. We can do recording, we can do photos with the button over here. If we hold it, it's going to do a video recording. If we tap it, it's going to do a still shot. So this is the basics of the app. In future videos, we'll get into things like switching between multiple cameras, so you can actually add another camera to this system. Next, let's take a look at group size calculation. So we're going to start with the 5-shot group and do a group size measurement. From the main menu, we're going to click on the ruler. We're going to turn things on. We have a reference size of 1 inch where our little target spot was. We're going to see that outlined pretty well. Target distance of 45 yards, plus or minus 5 yards, I'd say on that, which is fine for this. Okay, when we X out of that, it's going to say reference point, set reference point number 1. So we're going to go to the left edge of the dot circle, and then set reference point number 2, right edge, and then set point of aim is going to be right in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and start. And what's nice about this is we can zoom way in. Okay, so now we just tap where the shots hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if we double tap this little guy, we're going to get this little reference card here. And if we hold and move, I'm still getting used to this. There we go. We can have the card right next to the group. So we have 1.76 inches. And if we wanted to do our adjustment, it would be up 3.08 and right 0.1 in terms of inches to 0. And here I've got dual aperture sights. So I'm going to give it a certain number of clicks and check again. So that's one group. I'm going to go ahead and turn measurement off for a moment, which will clear that. Now I can go flip the target, and we're going to do the entire thing with the 10-shot group. Okay, so here we are from essentially the same starting point. Now, what do you all think? Do you think I shot better or worse with a 10-shot group? I'm going to say probably slightly worse. Okay, we still can use the 1-inch reference size, 45 yards, turn measurement on, X out of that menu, reference point number 1. Yeah, that's no problem to see that at all. Okay, so left edge, where the target spot was, right edge, and then point of aim right in the middle there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. Now we have 10. Now here I'm concerned mostly with the outer shots and the outer sort of circumference, if you will, of what was going on here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think right there, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 2.36 inches. And if we again hold on this little card down here, we're going to be able to drag this up and put it alongside the target as well. This would be a great time to get a screenshot, which we can do from the Longshot app. We could also use our device's screenshot setting as well. So interestingly, up 3.04 inches and to the right 0.98 inches. A little bit different on that particular one. And we can see that that correlates to what's going on with the target there. So this feature is really nice because it gives you some kind of instant feedback. And again, this target could be at 800 yards, right? That's the really, really cool thing about this. It could be at 2 miles for that matter, and we could get a quick calculation of how we're grouping without having to go to the target, without having to do anything special. So as it turns out, we really are going to be able to streamline our shooting and media acquisition process here at Ultimate Reloader using the Longshot LR3. And I'm really excited to add another camera, which we already have in-house, and to really push this out to the distance, right? The distance of 1 mile plus. And I think for ELR shooting, just about to build an ELR rifle, this is going to be invaluable. Here's what I want to know is, what do you think? Please drop a comment and let us know what you think of the system, the demo, what we did. Tell us what you're using for a target camera system. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel, or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you're interested in becoming a professional gunsmith, check out the Sonoran Desert Institute. They've got a degree program, they've got a certificate program, and you can study from home. Learn more at sdi.edu. Thanks again for watching.